Hey everybody, it's Nate and Steph from Adventure in a Backpack. Today we're going to be talking to you a little bit about getting sponsorships for Vanlife. So we have gotten this question a few times from other people asking us, hey, how do I get sponsorships for Vanlife? And it's really kind of a technical question that there's a lot of misconceptions behind. So I think we want to talk about that. Things we've done, people we work with, things that don't work, and all that kind of stuff. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it, eh?
Yeah. So the first thing that we want to talk about here is the mission of Adventure in a Backpack. And the mission of Adventure in a Backpack is to educate, inspire, and entertain our fans and followers on adventuring safely and responsibly in order to embrace our natural playground. So what that breaks down to is really the three main things are educate, inspire, and entertain. And that's overall what we always try to look back on our mission statement and see whatever we're going to do, how does it fit into that mission statement? Does it educate our fans? Does it inspire our fans? Does it entertain our fans? And if it doesn't do any of those three things, then we don't want to do it. We don't want to be a part of it. So we look at these companies, we look at sponsorships as part of that as well. And how do those companies fit into our lives, our Adventure in a Backpack, and how do they help to further our mission statement? So we've talked about it several times in depth that sponsorships really fall, and product reviews and things like that really fall under the education part of our mission statement. We want to educate you guys on the products and brands that we use every single day and on our adventures, and give you guys options to help you guys to be able to take these adventures as well, and have the proper gear for it. So when we're talking about sponsorships, we really want to look at those brands and see how do they fit into all of this. There are companies out there that make really, really great products, and we want to bring those to you. We want to show you guys, whether they're sponsoring us or not, we want to show you guys those products. There's some companies out there that make not so great products, and we want to steer you guys away from those products. We have made the mistake before of purchasing low quality products, and so we want you guys to be able to learn from that. And then there's those companies out there that make a little bit of both, or maybe they make really great products but they're overpriced or things like that. So so it all kind of boils down to that education aspect, and we want to always be looking at companies that further our mission statement and help educate you guys on adventuring safely and responsibly.
Yeah, and it really is kind of to expand on one part of that with, the companies who are making good stuff. It's like, honestly, there's 10 different apparel companies out there who are making really awesome jackets or whatever, insert apparel name here, but maybe we can even bring forward even something even further than just, who's got a good jacket. Maybe we can bring forward somebody that's like, okay, which companies are doing good things for the environment? Which companies are doing good things for gender equality? Which ones are doing good things for empowering villages in third world countries? Because they're out there. Those companies are out there, and those are the ones that we really like to showcase. Because it's good gear is great, but there's a lot of good gear out there, but doing good things,
finding good companies that are making good gear,
is a little harder. There's fewer of those. So that's kind of what we want to do with the educate side of things. So let's talk about the next part, which is what will you not see Adventure in a Backpack do as far as sponsorships. Now I will want to try to like rope back in, like, how can you get sponsorships? And this is where this kind of ties together. It's like, well, I mean, you can get sponsors for living in a van. You can get sponsors for Vanlife, sure, but it comes at a price. It's like, what are you willing to sell your reputation for? For us, we need to be we need to be partnering, working with, however you want to say that, with companies that make sense. So there's companies out there who are actively partnering with Vanlife that don't make any sense. The one that's coming to mind immediately is Kettle Chips. So Kettle Chips, they're sponsoring several people that are in the the Instagram Vanlife community. And I do want to say, we're not dogging on the Vanlife brands who have teamed up with Kettle Chips. It's like, that's their thing. Maybe that's
maybe it makes sense for them.
Yeah, maybe that makes sense for their mission statement, but it doesn't for ours, and so we shy away from it. Yeah, sure, Kettle Chips good. Yeah, sure, those jalapeno ones are fantastic, but we're not going to partner with a brand that doesn't make sense for our mission statement, and Kettle Chips doesn't really fit into that thing. What's another one? Oh, watches, luxury watches.
Luxury watches, yeah.
We got approached a few weeks ago. Pardon me. We got approached a few weeks ago by the makers of a luxury watch company that they were wanting for us to wear their watches and to tag them in all of our Instagram posts and all that kind of stuff. And we went back and forth a little bit to make it work, but they wanted us to be really, really selling and promoting the stuff. It'd be one thing if they were like, hey, we'll give you this much money to simply wear the watch in your videos. It's like, well, I guess that'd be okay, but the fact that they wanted us to sell you guys, or they wanted us to sell you guys watches, that's not what we're about. We're not going to try to sell you guys watches, luxury watches specifically.
Yeah.
If it was
if it was an
or
active
something like that,
watch, yeah,
like G-Shock or something like that, but not luxury watches.
Yeah, luxury watches. And on that point too, once we turned that down, we noticed on Instagram a few of the people that we follow, the van lifers that we follow, did take them up on that offer, and it did look weird in their Instagram feeds to see all of this nature and van life and stuff, and then luxury watches. So for us, we felt like we made the right call. We didn't bite on that, and we felt like that stuck with our mission statement. The one that comes to mind most for me is we got approached recently to be sponsored by a degreaser company, and I can't even remember what the brand is, but it was this degreaser, and it was a significant sum of money that they wanted to pay us to put their degreaser in our Instagram posts and do videos about it and things like that. And like Nate said, we went back and forth with them. We tried to talk through it and see how in the world that would make sense for us. Because degreasers do honestly like that.
And we use degreasers.
Yeah, we do use degreasers. But the way they wanted us to promote it and put products front and center and actively be trying to sell these products to you guys, it just didn't make sense. It wasn't authentic. It wasn't something that we wouldn't ever make a video that says you should use this degreaser, $19.99 on sale now. But wait, there's more. That's not us. We are not salespeople. We're influencers. And so, will you kind of talk about the difference between a salesperson and an influencer?
Yeah. Pardon me. So getting over that cold a little bit. So influencer versus a salesperson. We are influencers. You guys watching our videos are being influenced. Your purchasing decisions are being influenced by things that we buy, things that we do, things that you see on us. Specifically, this shirt. I've been asked I don't know how many times about this shirt, but never once have I been wearing this shirt and been like, oh hey, yeah, like Vanlife shirt, you can get it at this link, be sure to get it, put in Adventure Backpack 13 for 13% off your purchase, and
don't do that because that won't work.
Yeah, that won't work. Yeah, icebreaker, you'll get denied on that one. Anyway, that's a salesperson. If I were to do that, that would be selling you this shirt. But the fact that I just wear this shirt and then you guys in the comments ask me, hey Nate, where's that? What shirt is that? Where can I get one too? And then I'll give you the link. Like, fantastic. Like, yeah, if you want it, cool. I think it's a cool shirt. Like, yeah, it's great. But I'm not going to actively sell it to you. Now, our like the only times I've been like really salesy is like our photography. I'll sell our photography because that's our stuff. Now other people's stuff, that's different. What else can we talk about? I mean, look at the van. Anything that's on the van, our roof racks, we get questions about that all the time. The plasti dip on it, we get questions about that all the time. Never once have I like just tried to actively push and for you guys to buy it. If you guys want to buy it, you know where to ask the question. You know where to find the information on what brands they are, all that kind of stuff. We're just here to provide content, and if you see something you like, then you have an expert, us,
to educate
to
you.
answer those questions. Yeah, to educate. All rounds back to that mission statement.
Yeah. So basically, those are the things that you will never see us do on Adventure in a Backpack. But that being said, the things that you will see us promote on Adventure in a Backpack, or things that we would be open to promoting on Adventure in a Backpack, are completely different items. These are things that make sense. These are things that we actually do use on a daily basis. Products that we have tried out and absolutely loved. And products that, they may be products that we've gotten for free. The Luna sandals, these sandals these are the number one thing that we get questions on when we're out adventuring and we see people. People ask us, what are those sandals and where can I get them?
Well, usually they actually, if we show up for a hike, a 10-mile hike or whatever, they look down and they're like, you sure you don't want some like hiking shoes? They're like, nah, bro, like we're good. I think we'll be fine. You ready? Try and keep up.
But so these sandals, these are something that we use every day, and we absolutely love them. Now, they were given to us for free. They were given to us by Luna Sandals, and we did a cover on them last year. We did a story about their brand, and as a thank you, they gave us these shoes. It wasn't in exchange for posts or anything like that. We were already doing the story on them, and then they just gave it to us because they liked the story. They wanted us to be wearing their sandals. So that's the kind of thing that we have done in the past is we try the product, and then if we like it, then yeah, we'll represent the brand. We'll try to promote it to people that we see. If somebody asks us, of course we're going to give them the link, or tell them where we got it. More than likely, just tell them where we got it if we're standing in front of them. That would be weird to try to give them a link. But those are the kinds of things that we would promote on Adventure in a Backpack.
Things that just make sense. Things that actually work. And the reason that is, and so let's talk about like affiliate income, because I know everybody knows that's a thing. Like you go to our website and you click on any of our links that go to Amazon. We're getting a commission off of if you purchase something through that link. And so affiliate marketing can really get out of hand in a hurry. People get greedy. People start doing affiliate income just for products that, for whatever products, have the highest commission. But the way we see things is like, yeah, sure, we do get a commission, and yeah, sure, the more you spend, the more we make as well. But we would rather have you guys buying stuff from our links because it's helpful, and then you'd be like, oh wow, like that was actually a really good recommendation. I'm going to go back to them for recommendations. We're going to do this from here on out. So we would, hopefully we can do this for the next 50 years or whatever. And hopefully here in 50 years, you're still going to be coming to us for recommendations. We would rather have that than make a large commission off of, some whatever mediocre product that we've just pushed just for the money. And it'd be a one and done relationship. So it's kind of a full circle thing. We want to have a long-term relationship as educators in the outdoor space with all of you guys, just the same as we want to have a long-standing relationship with companies that we partner with going forward. And so let's talk about that. We currently don't have any sponsorships right now. And I do need to define sponsorship. And so like what that would be like a sponsorship would be somebody that would pay us a set amount of money every month, literally to go out and create content and for us to use their brand, their product in our vlogs, in our Instagram post, whatever the case is, just as it shows up. Basically, they see what we're doing, they see our educating, inspiring, and entertaining, and they think that's a good mission, and they want to be partnered with that mission. So that's what we see a sponsorship as. That's not the same as like all of our stuff on our solar build. Whenever we taught you guys how to build a solar setup, all of the companies that make the components for the solar build, we're not partnered with any of them. Like that's strictly an affiliate link. We use that product and we like that product, but we have no ties to that company.
Yeah, and they likely have no idea who we are either.
Right. Yeah, they're probably like, oh, cool, a little bump in our bottom line, but like that's the extent of that relationship, basically.
Yeah. So it really all boils down to relationships, and that's what we're trying to build here is relationships with companies, relationships with you guys, and we want everything to be, mutually beneficial for everyone. And if a product or a brand partnership doesn't make sense for you guys, then it doesn't make sense for us. So, and that's kind of where this all culminates together and boils down to. So to answer the burning question of can you get sponsored to live the van life, the answer is it depends. It depends on what you're willing to sell your reputation for. And for us, that our reputation comes with a very, very, very high price. So we're not going to just partner with anybody.
And we hope, and it's one of those things. It's like we've kind of made that decision, and we hope that yields to more us to be able to do this longer. We have that reputation of being honest, having integrity, being trustworthy. Those three things, and we hope that that's kind of mutually beneficial for literally all parties involved. Mutually beneficial for all parties involved is really how we like to work with Adventure in a Backpack, with everything we do in life. Yep. Honestly. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, I think we covered that.
I think so too. I feel like I'm missing something.
I hope we didn't ramble, and I hope you guys understand where we're coming from with all of this. And I hope that gives you a little bit more insight as to what we're doing and who we are and why we do all of this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, like one of those things, like if we recommend a product and you buy the product and then you have a bad experience with it, like let us know. Like these are things that we need to know because we're a pretty small sample size. Like we do as much research as we can, and more importantly than like most of the brand, we really, really, really do try to, anytime we make a recommendation on a product, we have done research on it. But sometimes, products are faulty. But then that's when it kicks in. It's like, well, this company that we've talked about, how's their customer service? That's a big kicker.
Products slip through the cracks. I mean, we've gotten bad products before, but then we hop on the phone with customer service, and if they can fix the product immediately, pal, I mean, they're good to go again. Like it's an inconvenience, and sometimes it sucks to get a bad product, but if they fix it, man.
That's worth a lot.
Yeah, that's way worth it. So I think that's it. Can we go and close it out? I think we pretty much talked about it all.
I think so.
Awesome. So right about now, you're going to be seeing an icon pop up on your screen. It's going to be a subscribe bubble so that you can stay current with all of our van life, adventure, and real life van life talks.
Real life van life.
And next is going to be a link to our blog where you can check out all of our destination travels and travel tips. And lastly is going to be a link to our van life playlist where you can binge watch all of our videos. So until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye.